Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Washington Gun Law TV. I am Washington Gun Law President William Kirk. Thanks for joining us. Well, we are at the tail end of our holiday weekend. It is December 26th as I'm filming this video. And I will point out that many of you had lots of comments over the holiday weekend asking about what's going on in Oregon and what's going on in Washington State, because we had some really big dates kind of come and go without any news. So, rather than respond to all of those comments, I thought I'd slap together a quick video and get all of you lawful and responsible gun owners up to speed on what is and is not happening in both of those states. So today, let's spend a couple very important minutes and talk about what's going on in Oregon and Washington in the fight to save your Second Amendment rights. Okay, before we get going down the road we are going down, proud to announce that this video is being brought to you by Federal Way Discount Guns. That's right, one of the South End's nicest FFLs is located right here in Federal Way. Now listen, go down and check them out. Say hi to Mo and the rest of the great staff down there. They have an absolutely amazing retail operation. They have a fantastic indoor shooting facility. However, as many of you know, our brothers and sisters at Federal Way Discount Guns, well, they've kind of stuck their neck out and they have drawn the ire of the Attorney General's office. We've done a video on that, as a matter of fact. And so, yeah, they have a lot of legal fees coming up. So if you are interested in helping out our brothers and sisters at Federal Way Discount Guns, we are going to put a link down below in the description box so you can make a donation to their legal defense, or you can scan this QR code right here and get a link so that you can help out our brothers and sisters at Federal Way Discount Guns. For more information, visit my good friends at federalwaydiscountguns.com. Okay, so the issues that we are talking about today are two things. In Washington State, it is the ongoing battle for an injunction to stop the enforcement of RCW 9.41.370, better known as our standard magazine capacity ban, in the matter of Brumback v. Ferguson, which is filed in the Eastern District of Washington. For my Oregon viewers, of course, it is the ongoing, never-ending battle to stop the implementation of Ballot Measure 114, of which there was also a big date that occurred on December 23rd. Let's take them both in order. Okay, for those of us who've been geeking out on the Washington issue, our magazine ban up here, specifically the case of Brumback v. Ferguson, as we know, the silent majority, who is the lead plaintiff on that case, we were supposed to get a ruling on their motion for a temporary injunction on Friday, December 23rd before 5 p.m. However, as many of you have already inquired, we have not done a single video on that. We have not made a single posting on social media whatsoever about what that ruling was, and that is because, well, the judge missed her own deadline. So this unfortunately does happen in courts. As lawyers who are assigned to courtrooms, we are always given deadlines, and we must always meet our deadlines. Otherwise, we draw the ire of the bench. The bench, however, does not occasionally follow its own standards, and this is one of those situations in which the court made it very clear that they would have a ruling by 5 p.m. on December 23rd. That time came and went. I checked with Pete Serrano all throughout the holiday weekend, constantly pestering him, and we do not have a ruling. As of the recording of this video, it is Monday, December 26th, which is a government holiday in observance of Christmas yesterday. So we will not be getting any ruling today. Stay tuned for details tomorrow. That will be Tuesday, December 27th. We do anticipate getting a ruling. As soon as we get a ruling, I will probably do a live update, and then we will do a more thorough video to kind of cover the ruling later on in the evening after I'm done practicing law. That is your update as it relates to Washington State. Now, for my brothers and sisters down in Oregon, and this is a never-ending battle. As we know, down in Harney County on Friday, December 23rd, before the Honorable Judge Ratio, there was another argument as to whether or not Ballot Measures 114's portion as it relates to closing the Charleston loophole would or would not go into effect. That is, would there or would there not be an injunction? Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with what the Charleston loophole even is and what it means to you, we do have a video coming out later this week, this one right here, and it will explain what it actually is and what effect, if any, it actually has on you. But in a nutshell, federal law allows a firearm to be delivered to a purchaser from an FFL if 3 business days have gone by and the background check has not returned. Now, it doesn't say, the law does not say that the FFL shall deliver it. It says that the FFL may deliver it. Now, many states around the country have actually added statutory waiting periods, which extends far beyond the 3 days. Washington State is one of them. And Ballot Measure 114, and many of the items that it was attempting to accomplish, actually adds additional background check length and time in the state of Oregon statutorily. And so the arguments on December 23rd was whether or not an injunction would go in place on that portion of the measure. Now, the concern for those who are opposing Ballot Measure 114 is that if the state of Oregon was allowed to delay transfers in perpetuity until background checks came back, with Oregon's new background check pre-purchasing licensing requirement, you could essentially put every Oregon firearm purchaser in a state of purgatory where they are forever, for the rest of their life, waiting on their background check to clear and therefore never allowed to lawfully arm themselves. That is the concern. Now, I will tell you that in Washington State, and this is our experience here, so take it for what it is worth, okay? Typically, yes, you will get delays that will extend past 1 or 2 days. However, and this is for me, and this is my experience only, I've never had a delay that lasted more than about 72 hours. But again, that is my experience, and I can certainly tell you that there are other people in this state, and probably many people in Oregon, that will have different experiences. Now, I'll be checking in with Pete Serrano to see when we anticipate a ruling from Judge Ratio on that part, but I do anticipate significant movement on Brumback v. Ferguson Tuesday, December 27th, and like I say, we will be posting a video as soon as we get an answer from the court down there. Listen, in the meantime, if you have any other questions about anything going on in Washington, Oregon, or anything else related to your Second Amendment rights, you know the drill. You can always contact us at WashingtonGunLaw.com, or, of course, you can call us directly at 425-765-0487. Now, let's remember, part of being the lawful and responsible gun owner, like we talk about all the time here at Washington Gun Law, is to know what the law is in every situation and how it applies to you in any instance that you may find yourself. Until next time, thanks for watching. Stay safe.